In this video, we had the chance to sit down and talk with Paralympic Judo athlete and IDB volunteer, Greg DeWall.
I knew at a very young age that I wanted to be involved in some degree in sports and recreation as a career choice. I grew up in a community where our local recreation district was a cornerstone of the community, whether it be soccer, baseball, basketball, outdoor activities, uh, all those things that kids grow up doing. I recognized then that people put this together for the community, for the youth. And I had an idea at a very young age, as I said, that this is something that I want to be involved in to give back to the community.
What are some of your responsibilities as an assistant supervisor at a recreation center?
A couple of my primary job duties are to program our adaptive summer camps, which includes adaptive art camp, adaptive drama camp, as well as just kind of your traditional summer camps. And then we also have our evening social clubs and then programs on weekends as well.
What made you want to pursue a career in recreation, and how did you first learn about judo?
So I was an athletic kid growing up prior to losing my sight. So after losing my sight, even then I knew I wanted to pursue a career in recreation. And fortunately for me, the college that I went to, Chico State, had one of the best recreation programs in the country. So I immediately started pursuing my career in recreation when I pursued a recreation administration degree. As I got deeper into college, I realized I was kind of distancing myself from physical activity. And one day I had a doctor's appointment and I asked my doctor, hey, you know me, you know my background, is there anything you could recommend? And I've always said I'm very lucky in this way because I don't know that many physicians would encourage one of their patients, one of their blind patients, to pursue judo.
Can you explain a little bit more about what judo is?
Judo is the art of throwing people. It's a grappling martial art. And I fell in love with it the first day I stepped on the mat. So while finishing college, I had also started competing in judo, and they kind of came to a head at the same time where I was having success in judo on the national and the international level. At the same time, I was completing my degree in recreation. So I feel like the momentum of both those things helped propel me into my career.
What is your favorite part of your job?
Is those little breakthrough moments, those aha moments. And since I work a lot with youth with disabilities or adults with disabilities, it's not even always the youth that have the breakthrough moments. A lot of times it's the parents, and the parents start to warm up to the idea of getting their kids involved in recreation, getting their kids training so they could be more independent, be part of a community, socialize more.
Finally, what advice would you give to a blind or low vision person who's unsure of what career they want to pursue?
Something I would recommend to people who are kind of soul searching or career searching is don't just wait around and expecting inspiration to come to you. You still need to be actively engaged. Network with other blind people, network with others that you think might be in a field that you're interested in. Go to conferences and find out what careers are out there, and something may interest you. If you already know what you want to do, whether you want to work in the field of assistive technology, sports training, sports and fitness training, or recreation, then immerse yourself into that community. For me, I found a local Boys and Girls Club, and I started working there after my classes in after school programs. So I sought out an organization that had the career opportunities that I knew I wanted to get into, and I elevated from there. After going to the Boys and Girls Club, I started working for local recreation districts. So I made sure I inserted myself into that community that I knew I wanted to work in. And that's what I would encourage others to do. Especially when you're going to college or you're in high school, you might need to volunteer first just to get your foot in the door, but do whatever it takes to get your foot in the door.